Hi everybody, Dylan Schnazy here from Study Presence. I'm going to show you what we did this weekend. On Sunday it was my birthday, and what better time to celebrate a birthday than with community building and raising food. So we had a good group of friends and family out on Sunday, and we got this garden put in. It's really good soil. It just needs to get tilled. I think it'll be great for starting squash off this year. I mean, in the following years we'll probably do the traditional row crops, but it's just getting established right now. So we'll probably just fill it with a good ground cover of squash and go from there. But what I wanted to talk about is, we got this garden bed put in, but what was the most important part about Sunday is we're starting to put together here in Northeast Wisconsin a food system that I outlined in my video up here. See if that works. It'll be my first time suggesting a video during a video. But I outlined what I thought a local food system should look like from my perspective. And on Sunday we had some families come out to help put in the gardens, and they're excited to be a part of this local food system. Yeah, I looked, so when we were putting in this garden bed, I was looking at it multiple times while our friend was removing the sod and coarse tilling it, and I had tears in my eyes because it was so beautiful to see people taking time out of their homesteads. They have animals to take care of, they have gardens to work on, but they decided to come here and help me on my birthday and our family to kickstart this local food system that I have in mind. And so that was the most important part about Sunday, is those relationships that we formed. We had some great conversations about food and community, and I'm excited to see what we have in store for us in the future. And this is just a start. So if you're wondering, how I've seen the price increases at the store, and I want to start growing some of my own food. How do I do it? Well, you're not alone. You don't have to do this by yourself. There's a community of food producers right here in Northeast Wisconsin that have your back. So if you're interested, take a look at our self-reliance courses that will be debuting in July and going until October. And various topics include raising animals in the backyard. How do we do it? How have we done it in the city? And what considerations do you need for this climate? And more importantly, how do you do it while raising a family? We'll be discussing gardening, preserving, I think wild foraging. I think that's one of the courses. But what we did here on Sunday was not only put in a garden, but we built community, which I know the community's out there, and we just have to cultivate it and form those relationships. It doesn't happen overnight. It took, we moved in August, and it's June now, so it took us that long to understand who in our circle is committed to growing food with us. And I don't want to put anyone down that is not a part of this. That's not my goal. My goal is, okay, who who can I rely on to help us when we need help? And we found those people. And so if you're looking to grow food yourself, come on out. I'm sure in the future we'll have weekends where you come out for like 2 to 3 hours, and I don't want to say volunteer because that's not what we're about. We're about value for value exchange. So you will go home with either a full stomach from having some lunch out here, or dug up plants that we can send home as part of the harvest. And another thing that we learned this weekend is my oldest son doesn't like people out at the farm. He had a real hard time with people being here from 1 to 6, and he was overwhelmed. He drank a lot of water, which I believe was a coping mechanism for all the people. And I mean, if you go and, I don't know, go to a concert and there's a lot of people there, aren't you overwhelmed? He was overwhelmed by this experience. So if we do any events in the future, the max time that we'll be out here is 2 hours, in consideration of Ted. So take a look for our self-reliance courses that'll come out. I'm sure Ash will put together some Canva announcements, and we'd love to have you out here and learning and growing food together and building community. Take care, everybody.